Let's talk about sewing with double cotton gauze. Welcome, Eddie Sewing and DIY related content, and today we are talking about double cotton gauze in our fabric series. So this is a very flowy, comfortable fabric, perfect for lightweight dresses, skirts, blouses. I feel like it really screams summer when I see it because it's just so lightweight and smooth, but it is a little difficult to work with just because of its texture, how it's set up. So we're going to get into some tips and tricks so that you are better prepared when you're sewing with it. The first, actually, there's a lot of preparation that sort of goes into this, with the first one being that we need to wash it and dry it. So when you first get it from the store, be sure you wash this material because of it being cotton, it will shrink, it could change texture. So you just really want to be sure that you are washing this fabric so that after you cut it out and work with it, you don't have any big issues. The second thing is that when we are working with this, I find it a lot easier to use quilting clips instead of pins. Sometimes the pins will fall out, so I would highly recommend using quilting clips when it comes time to piecing all of your items together. It just makes it a little easier. I would also suggest using a smaller needle, so maybe around that 80-12, you could go even lower potentially, but it will just help protect your fabric, especially when you are sewing through it. Now, when it comes time to cutting out your pieces, I would highly recommend cutting out a single layer. Because of the texture of this material, it can be a little hard trying to cut like 2 layers at once. So cutting out that single layer, you can use fabric shears, or you could use a rotary cutter and blade if you have that on hand. Now for our sewing machine, I am fine using just a regular presser foot. I've seen some people online say that they had issues using that, so they actually used a walking foot. I'm not sure. I have been sewing a skirt with this and had no issues whatsoever using my regular presser foot, just sewing through there. But if you do run into some of those difficulties, you could definitely try a walking foot just to see if that helps you move the fabric from the top and the bottom. Now for the skirt itself, I did not have to necessarily worry about this, but if you are sewing a blouse, you probably will want to stabilize the neck as well as the armholes just because this fabric can stretch a little bit. So be sure you have those stabilized, that you're not getting, like a really big opening for any of the holes that is not supposed to be, and it can just help make that sewing a little bit easier. Now, this fabric does fray, so as you can see on the carpet, you can see on the edges, little pieces will definitely come off, with this being a cotton and then just the nature of it. So you are going to want to finish all of your edges. So you could use this doing a serger, you could use a French seam. I have a whole video on different edge finishing methods in case you want to look into that as well. But finishing off those edges is going to be so important and so critical so that you don't just have fraying material everywhere. And then this also will help you with the maintenance of whatever item you're making with it, because you'll be able to just put it in the washing machine and not have to worry about it continuously fraying. So I highly recommend finishing off those edges. So we've talked about sewing, we've talked about the edge finishing. So once we have some of those pieces done, one item to really keep in mind when working with this is, because of this texture that it has is so unique, you really need to be careful pressing it if you press it at all. I have found that when I'm working with this, I will finger press it sometimes, but I tend to steer away from the iron, as if you do like press this, especially on high heat, you're going to remove the beautiful texture that comes with this fabric. So you're really going to want to be careful when you are doing that. If your pattern really calls for pressing it, you could use like very low heat. You could also try steam. Steam may be a better option, but really just be careful when it comes to that so that you don't actually damage this fabric as a whole. And then the last tip with all of this is really embrace that texture, embrace the beauty of this fabric because it is so unique. If you've never actually felt this, it is very soft, and the more that you work with it and wear it and wash it, it almost becomes softer. So I think that this is such a fun fabric to use. Be careful, it can be a little see-through, as you can see there. So depending on what you're making with it, you may want to add a lining, you may want to take into account that you need multiple layers. And as you can see, I have made a skirt with this, so I made this waistband. It's a 3-tier skirt, it actually has pockets. I will be doing a full video on like how I put this all together, but it can be beautiful for that nice flowy summer clothing. So if this is something that is of interest to you, definitely keep this fabric in mind. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you want to see next. Thanks for watching.